Are we live? Can everybody hear me? We're a little early. Sorry, I was in the house. Let's see what I miss. Thank you, Side by Side Outcast, for donating $20. That really helps, buddy. I appreciate that a lot. I did install new dual exhaust on a 950. Yes, it's real. Heck yes. You know how you get those annoying emails and all you got to do is text stop? All right. Hello. Hey. It's too quiet here. Yeah, so we're waiting on Larry and Ron to join. And then I was thinking about tackling to see what we could find out on the wife's 500 trail. See if we can get it running right. We're going to test the fuel. I'll show you guys how to test fuel. It's beefy. Well, I didn't know. There's a couple of you guys that's done that to me. Let's see. Let me find out where these fools are at. They're running late, of course. So where y'all at? I'm live. I got cords everywhere. Let's see. Quit breaking shit, Steve. No doubt, buddy. No freaking doubt. I got my shop organized, and then I had to go clean out my workspace at work. Here's how my back hurt.
Yeah, after spending 2 days in the fucking hospital.
Right? Shit, what was that? Probably something I need.
Nah, you don't need nothing.
I don't know if this gauge is going to work for me, but we're dang sure going to try it. As soon as Ron pops in. So I think the fitting that I need, maybe, I don't know, it might be this one. I think this is the one that's going to help me out today. I don't know.
Outcast.
Yep. I don't know, though. We're going to find the heck out. It's a nice kit for $30, I must say.
Actually, I think you're going to need an adapter on into that, Steve. That'll go to your fuel rail.
I don't have a fuel rail.
Well, to plug into where your injector plugs in. So a piece of hose.
Yep. They give you a piece of hose, and they give you hose clamps.
You're definitely going to need those because it's a high pressure system.
Yep.
Brandon, Larry grunting like a whore.
Can I do it? Yeah, Brett. Yeah, hold on, buddy.
Yeah, Brandon, but I'm rolling on muscle relaxers right now, so I'm okay.
All right, anybody that wants to join, all you got to do is click that link.
And pay me $25.
I'm the one that needs money. I ain't got no job.
I don't either.
You got money.
I got to pay for that hospital bill and a ride in a fucking ambulance.
No, we don't pay those around my house.
You know, that was fucking expensive.
They give free ambulance rides here.
Fuck, dude, I couldn't even get out of bed. Every time I moved, I just screamed.
I'm glad I don't have to wrench on cars anymore. My back killed me every day.
So, there's that hole.
Yeah, that's easy fix.
Yeah, it's called replace the line.
AutoZone's got that hose in stock.
Nope. Went down there, tore apart all their hose bins looking. My original idea was to cut it and put this in its place,
Yeah.
but it's too close to the next bend.
What's going on, kids?
What's up, buddy?
Oh,
How you been? It's been a long time, my friends.
yeah. We were wondering if you even existed anymore.
Well, Larry, I'm actually the guy
Share,
that
what are
sent
you
you
sharing,
the.
Brandon?
I sent you the pics of those bushings. I'm looking to conjure up at your leisure, sir.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, just me. Nobody important. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, at leisure is really at leisure right now.
No, I hear you. I hear you over there grunting like a stuck pig. So don't worry about it.
There's nothing wrong with his back. His old lady shoved a corn cob up his rear end.
Fuck. You know, I wish she would have, because if she did, I'd probably be walking straight.
Yeah. Straight bent over.
Oh my word.
Dude, I've been on my deathbed, almost died. I've been in numerous automobile accidents, numerous motorcycle accidents, never been in an ambulance until this.
Oh, but damn.
Where's Ron? Ron's the one that has been bugging me to do a live.
I don't know.
And this bitch is going bye-bye. I will no longer be running this in my side-by-side.
I'm sorry, your picture's like freaking tiny. What the hell is that?
Thermostat.
Oh yeah. Later, Karen.
It's going bye-bye.
Yeah.
I don't
later.
ride in cold weather. I don't need it.
Right.
And only that, okay, I ride in 100-degree temperatures, right, ambient. When it's in the housing, that's all the flow that gets around it.
Right.
To me, that's a piss poor design. There should be more room.
Hey, tell me that's not a sweet ass toolbox.
It's not.
It's not.
Figure.
You want to hear it?
Yeah.
No, it's cool. It's all right. I mean,
Yeah, then you had to give me the freaking measurements in imperial instead of metric. You know, I work in a metric, man.
pardon me. There is a conversion chart for that crap.
Yeah.
We're still old school over here on the East Coast.
How much more old school is there than metric?
Brandon's butt plug.
Oh my word. You guys are awesome. I miss you guys.
Yeah, I've been busy. We've been wanting to do a live stream for a couple weeks, and
I was gonna say it's been a while.
Thank you, Brandon. I still haven't earned that penny.
No, but you got 1,999 others to go with it. I think is what he did right now is he just gave you all the pennies that he didn't give you before.
That's true. That's true.
There you go. There you go. Nice. So what is the subject for this evening?
Well, I was going to hook this up and test fuel pressure on my wife's side-by-side.
Oh, what's the issue you got going on? Sorry, I'm a little lackadaisical here.
It'll idle all day long, but you go out and drive it and it'll start acting up and it wants to shut off on you and it acts like it's running lean. And then you turn it off, start it back up, and it's fine. And then you get moving. It don't take very far at all, a couple feet usually, to get it to act up. And I thought I had it fixed because I did like 3 rounds around the block. And then I put it away and she went to use it to take it to the store. And she got halfway down the road and about left her stranded.
I think it's just fuel filter.
I was just gonna say either the screen, the fuel filter, or the fuel pump said sayonara.
It ain't the fuel filter, and I'll tell you why I know. I got plenty of flow out of it because I drained the tank with it.
Yeah, but flow is different than pressure.
Well,
That
we're gonna
is
find
true.
out how much pressure it's got to date.
Well, I see we got ourselves a lumberjack on the line here.
Oh, TJ.
What's up, Bill?
This is why he doesn't make YouTube videos. He doesn't know how to hold his camera.
Well, you know, if TJ
There we go.
If TJ is going to be shirtless, I might as well.
Well, he's half shirtless.
There you go. Now I'm all the way shirtless. Come on, Larry.
There it is.
Yeah.
Let
That's
the
Probably gonna
puppy
get banned.
breathe.
We're probably gonna get banned for nudity. So here's the nip.
Well, just put some pasties on. You'll be fine.
Hey, so,
Oh,
No,
man.
it's not pasties
why
here.
am I-
Here it's electrical tape.
dude, it's so hot and humid right now. Nothing's gonna stick to my nippies.
It's
But anyways, I couldn't get my relay to work. I can't find out where my bad wire is. I figured it was ground. But how long do you think my battery will last with that little blue LED light on if I have it wired directly?
long time.
Just a stock battery.
Yeah.
3, 4 days maybe.
Okay. Because I'm gonna have to
I mean,
rewire everything so it'll auto shut off later.
Actually,
Tatas.
why don't you just wire it into your dash lights?
Ignition. Yeah.
Listen, I had my radio hooked up to a fuse panel that everything off the fuse panel. But whatever reason, my relay stopped working. I bought another one. It still didn't work. So I'm going to have to rerun new wires. And I don't have time because I'm leaving Friday.
Did you double check the trigger wire for your relay?
Yeah, I checked the ground wire. I checked the 12-volt lead wire. I mean, everything's good. I mean, everything's getting power. I just don't. I thought maybe the relay was bad. I bought a new relay and it didn't fix it. So I'm just going to wire everything. I'm waiting to hear back from Octbeam because they might be sending me a 6-panel switch.
Yeah. Like I said, I still need somebody to drive up to D&K Cycle and get some parts for me that came in.
$49 an hour. I'd do it.
49. You're a cheapo.
Not when it's gonna be like a whole week's of driving.
I'll give you however much time you spend, I'll give you that much in free TV.
No.
That's a shitty deal.
Hey, dude, we just put up over 300 channels just in porn.
I don't care. I have an old lady. I don't need porn.
I don't need porn.
Maybe she does.
Oh my
She doesn't
God.
either. I mean,
Larry has an old lady too.
who's the other square that ain't got a picture?
That's me.
Well, who's me? I don't see a name.
Right. It's Brett. I'm over here in New Hampshire.
Oh, okay. That's where the accent's from.
Accent? I don't have no accent. What the hell are you talking about? Accent? You got the accent.
Come on now.
You guys all got accents.
Love you, brother.
That New England accent, you know.
Yeah.
Y'all got accents. Everybody on the East Coast has accents.
Yeah, various shapes and forms. Yeah. At least I'm not like New Jersey.
So Elk was all the way down. How horrible do you think?
Yeah, he froze.
Yeah, he froze up. It's all those clouds. So how did everybody spend their 4th of July?
I spent it riding the buggy and then doing backyard redneck fireworks. That's how I spent it.
Damn it. I don't think this is gonna work, Larry.
Yeah?
Yep.
Maybe you gotta go to school, figure it out.
Maybe you need that certification paperwork.
That's what I'm saying.
I think I found the break.
I don't know.
You know,
I think Steve's issue is going to be more
What the-
related with fuel filter, fuel pump.
Service.
I think it's fuel pump or injector.
I would hope it's pump first because that's a lot easier to deal with.
What, the
But
pump?
yeah, injectors. I mean, injectors, whatever. I mean, injectors are injectors, but I mean,
This whole
my theory is if you end up breaking it, then you have to upgrade it. So hopefully, the missus is ready for an upgrade in injectors.
I have a 1000 injector sitting here.
Wow, look at that! Almost like I knew where you were going with all of this.
Here's a 1000 injector. The only thing is it's too short.
That's what she said.
Right.
Is it fat? Is it fatter than the other one?
Hold on, let me pull this injector out and we'll compare them, okay?
All right.
Just give me a minute.
May not bottom up, but definitely scratch the sides.
Can't bottom out, but I can beat the heck out of the sides.
That's it.
Well, let's look at something here. $500.
Yeah, so Larry, so we're doing rear high clearance and offsets for the rear, and
Yeah.
we're doing offsets high clearance for the fronts too. Combination.
Yeah.
That's kind of the chore that we're on here.
Well, I don't think you're going to be able to do much of an offset in the front, like setting them forward or anything, because they're set forward right now from the factory.
Right.
And if you go to set them any further more, I think you're going to have CV angles problems when you turn.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't need much. Don't need much more, really. I mean, even if I only gain half an inch, 3/4 of an inch, more than ample for me. Because, like I said, I mean, like you, I only run 30s, but for whatever reason, my right side is nailing the inner fender well for whatever reason.
Oh, there's
But
Ron.
I made it.
there he is, the man with the plan.
Are you running 30s with a 2-inch lift?
30s, 2-inch lift. Yep.
See, mine only hit when my fat ass was in it on the driver's side. It would barely rub the lip there on the tub, like where your feet are in the firewall.
Yeah.
There's a lip that sticks out about 1/2 inch. It would rub on that.
Yep.
But you can take a heat gun, heat that lip up,
Mold it back.
and bend it down.
I didn't even do that. I just took a cutoff wheel and ground mine off.
All right. Ready, Larry?
If it don't need to be there, it's removed, not bent out of the way.
Wow, holy crap, I zoomed in on you.
What is that? Oh, injectors?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's...
What is that, the 800 and the 1000?
500, 1000.
Oh, me, am I.
Well, I guess that's proof that it doesn't have to be,
Now I'm kind of curious what the flow numbers are.
yeah.
Right?
I know those ones out of the LS motor seem to work.
I wouldn't think they're any different because, well,
The plugs are the same.
the plugs are the same. The cylinder bore is the same.
Yeah, but it's also in your ECU which tells it how much to throw in there too, though.
Right. And
Yeah, but that's your duty cycle. That can be changed with a tune.
Right.
And
Correct.
look, check this out. They both have 4 spray nozzles,
Yeah.
and they're the same size.
So, like you were saying, it's gonna be more based upon your duty cycle, which would be
Right.
based more upon your tuning.
Right.
So you could just have to customize your tuning to go with the bigger injectors.
Oh, they'll
Which you
fit. Brandon Davis, this 1000 will fit inside the intake just fine. It will also fit this cap that holds it down in just fine. You know what the difference is?
The pedestal height.
Yeah. Bore. Holy crap. Wait,
No,
turn it back towards.
the height.
Yeah.
And
Mine's longer than yours is.
the 1001, the 1001 does have a bigger fuel inlet hole.
Right. Right. Which would allow for a higher pressure
Right.
Higher volume.
to give you more flow.
And
Right,
a longer
more.
duty cycle.
Yes.
That means you
Right.
can take 20-minute shits instead of 10
Correct. We're all on the same page here.
on company time.
Absolutely. That's the best way to take a shits on company time.
Right.
Well, company time now is Steve's time.
That's right.
Well, that's true too.
So he can't no longer sing. Boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I poop on company time.
That's right. I can't poop on company time now.
Hey, when's your next union break?
We're
Right
doing
now.
it.
15-minute break every 10 minutes.
Right.
This is the 5:30 club.
So you worked in shops with me?
So
This
yeah,
is a
Fred,
5.
pay attention
This
to
is
this
a-
hose on your 950 or your 1000. Pay attention to this hose on your 1000.
Okay.
This one runs. It goes between the two heads, and it
Yep.
runs underneath the intake manifold, and the intake manifold rubbed a hole in it.
Oh, but damn. All right.
Hey, I rub the hole in all my hoses too.
The only way to do it, bro.
Boxing a one-eyed monster. Yep.
Yeah, Red's literally like engulfed into fucking with that injector.
Hey, Red,
What?
look
Just
up at
get
the
a
camera.
hammer, break it.
I'm trying to put the 1000 injector in the 500. Bro, don't make me go in the
Oh,
house
hey,
back.
hey.
That was 10 minutes worth of work.
Right.
Oh my God. You guys are a riot.
That's my YouTube check, buddy.
Hey,
Yeah. Yeah.
you don't even know what I'll do for ones. You start showing hundreds.
Those were hundreds, buddy.
I know, that's what I said. You don't even know what I'll do for ones, and then you start showing hundreds.
What will you do for a Klondike bar?
You guys want
That
to
was-
you
Hey,
guys want to
Klondike
see
bars
a
are
show?
awesome. I'll do quite a bit of shit for a Klondike bar.
You guys want to
That
see
was
a show
my-
run on a 500 injector? Or a
That was
1000?
my OnlyFans money.
Your OnlyFans money.
All right, Ron. I will get you a whole case of Klondike bars. You run over, pick these parts up, and put them in for me.
No, I ain't doing that.
You said you'd do almost anything for a Klondike bar.
When I can go
Almost.
to the store and buy it cheaper,
The key
Hold
word
on a
in all
minute,
that was
Ron.
almost.
There's 60 packs in a case, and there's
Oh.
8 of them in a box.
you know how much gas it's going to take me to drive to Arizona?
You can fly,
It'd probably be cheaper.
Let's see.
rent
How
a
much is
car.
it?
Yeah, fly there, rent a car. Probably be cheaper than pay for gas.
Well, it's kind of fun while we're all talking and Steve's trying to pretend
Google
to be a mechanic.
flights. What's your closest airport, Ron?
KCI.
Kansas.
Commercial airport or private airport?
Commercial. Kansas City.
Yeah, KCI.
Does Ron look like he has money for fucking private?
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a key. We're gonna see if it'll start on a 1000 injector.
It won't.
Oh, she'll be fat, but she'll start.
If y'all start placing your bets in the comments with real money.
With real money.
Yeah. I'll be back.
I
I'm
got
so hot.
5 on it.
My beard's dripping sweat. That's sad.
Oh, I'm in a nice, cool 70-degree basement. Trying to figure out what the fuck my dog's doing on back there.
Hey, it would be cheaper for you to fly.
I know it would be cheaper. Because my wife's car only gets like 20 miles a gallon.
$398 round trip from KCI to Phoenix.
Yeah, well, you're not getting my fat ass on an airplane.
Why not?
Because it takes me 3 Xanax just to board the bitch.
Oh,
That
you
just sounds like a good
sissy.
flight.
I'm afraid of heights. I don't like
Shouldn't be
standing
afraid
on,
of heights. You should
I
only
don't
be
like
afraid of
standing
falling.
on a step ladder.
It's not the heights that get you, it's the falling.
No, it's a sudden stop.
Right? No. I like to start to panic as soon as I look down.
Well, when you're in an airplane, you really can't look down unless you're at the window.
I'm saying, put me in a fucking window.
So yeah, 398 round trip, nonstop.
You ready?
Non-stop.
Nonstop.
Then I wouldn't be able to go get your parts.
Then you just
Oh my
get my
God.
wife's car, go up and get them.
Well, if it's non-stop, how am I supposed to get off the plane?
Well, it only stops at the end.
Parachute. Hear it running.
Why
Watch it
didn't
blow
he,
up.
hey, why didn't he put them on the machine that has the AFR gauge?
Hey, listen. Common sense will not be tolerated.
Sorry.
Yeah, she's fat. She's fat on the bottom.
That's where he likes them.
Right.
It ran.
My AFR drops down to like 11.8 under acceleration. I would hate to see what that injector would fucking do.
Right.
But hey, you guys see how that was popping out? How it was running?
Yeah.
That's what it runs. That's what hers runs like with the stock injector.
No, yeah, I forgot it's screwed up anyway. Did you ever figure out what's wrong with it?
No, it's not now.
I'm telling you, it's a fuel pump.
I don't think it's fuel pump.
Pissing rain.
I think it's because it's redneck garage built.
I didn't touch the motor, Dick.
But you've touched everything on it.
Nothing that has anything to do with it running, Dick.
Are you sure you don't have a bad coil or a fouled spark plug?
And if it runs like that when I put this injector back in, we'll I don't know. No, brand new plug. I put a brand new plug in.
Brand new plug. Did you check the valve clearance?
The what? Yeah. Yep.
You check the Canuter valve?
Yep.
I'm sure his blinker fluid's low.
Check that too.
What about your muffler bearing?
Did you check the cooter pooter?
Yep.
You got a metal. You have a metal shaving stuck on the crank sensor.
That's possible.
Oh.
I'm going for worst case scenarios.
Live.
Did the piston rings leave the chat?
Might have.
Oh my God. Too funny.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Not piston rings. God damn, I'm hot.
Mine might be electric before too long.
Oh
Ours
boy.
is about to go in under warranty. Shit.
I'm getting a little tappity tap in the front cylinder.
Oh, that's just valves.
It probably is. I just haven't pulled the valve cover off to check it.
No, these valves don't go tappity tap when they wear.
Fuck, they don't.
They go solid, and then you get too much lift out of them.
That's not true.
Well,
What
you're only dealing with an 800. I mean, we got the like big bore stuff. We got the
Oh.
big boy.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
You got the big boy stuff.
Yeah, they paid extra to get 5 more horsepower.
What? What do you mean 5 more horsepower?
5 more horsepower.
It's 23% more horsepower than what you run.
Bullshit. Probably way less than that now I got all mine modded up.
Yeah,
Your
but don't one of
machine's
you
so
guys drive
slow
a
you hardly get
UFO?
up and throw it away.
No, I just be easy with it.
I don't drive a UFO.
No.
No, nobody else on here drives it. Nobody drives a UFO.
Well,
Why are there so many bees?
they always say horsepower costs money. That must be true when you got to spend $4,000 more to get 5 more horsepower in a side by side.
I didn't spend $4,000 more.
How much did you spend on yours?
I paid retail plus my accessories.
What was retail?
I think $13,900.
Okay, I paid
You paid
10.
4,000 more than I did.
Yeah,
I paid
money.
I paid 10 mine for mine,
I
and
started on
mine was
OnlyFans
a
last
1 year leftover.
Mine was a 1 year leftover, and I paid
count it.
$99.99 for mine. Yeah.
Mine
you
was
go.
not a 1 year leftover.
They had a 1,000 sitting there, but I didn't want to spend the extra money.
yeah, same situation for me, and I can't get this damn clip to go back on.
But now I was like 17,000 out the door.
Dang, you could have bought a Can-Am for that.
I don't even have that in mine total, including all my wheels and tires and upgrades and. Well, I don't know. I'm pretty
What?
close.
Said she was gonna pay us back.
And now, I'm another couple thousand into it with the Elkas.
I bet I'm only
Yeah.
15. I bet I'm 15,000 into mine.
Wow.
Oh,
That's why I'm handing you the money.
Wheels,
I'm like
3
the poor
sets of
guy.
tires.
And then here pretty soon I'm gonna be another
Huh?
2,000 into it for roll cage.
I can't hear you.
So I want to hold on to it.
A roll cage. And you got a roll cage.
Nah, better one.
Have you rolled it?
Nope.
Then it's a waste of money.
Right?
Nope, not for what I do.
Mm-hmm.
That roll cage will survive
Larry.
then get a roll cage.
Larry,
What?
why do you want a roll cage for the highway?
You just said it right there.
Same reason you built one for a parking lot.
Shut up, Ron.
Oh my word, that's funny shit.
No, I want the roll cage for when I go to Moab and stuff, so I can feel a little bit safer when I do stupid shit.
Hey, mine's built for luxury, not speed. That's why it's got cushions on the shoulder harnesses. It's got a ceiling fan.
Ron went all out on that luxury ceiling fan.
Damn right I did. That thing's the shit.
What did you, the 4-blade or the 6-blade ceiling fan?
I got a, what is it, 1650 CFM radiator fan
Oh
from
my word.
friggin' Amazon. It was like $40.
That's funny.
It's a 12-inch radiator fan. It even has low, medium, and high on it. Thanks to spare parts from a old C10 Chevy pickup.
There you go.
Yeah,
What you gotta do?
I put it wired in a old school blower motor resistor to a 4-way switch.
Oh, this stupid clip.
How in the hell are you going to fix a side-by-side if you can't get a clip off?
I got it off. I'm trying to get it back on.
Well, shit, you can't put it back together if you take it apart.
God. I got it on the one side. It's clipped in real good. It's in the ass.
Sorry, don't mind me. I'm just throwing chicken on the grill.
We don't care.
Sweet.
I think I got it. If not, a zip tie will hold it.
I sure wish my parts would hurry up and get here. It rained today. I could be playing in the mud.
I got it, ladies. Yeah, no doubt. I have 2 broken machines. I don't want to hear it.
You get. Oh yeah, you do it. 2 broken machines. Yeah. Well, I guess I kind of have 2 busted machines. I got a little issue on the Z-Force where a little slap in the steering. So I think my left tie rod's coming out of the rack a little bit. Little play in there.
Yeah, I thought mine was too, but it ended up being the fucking tie rod was bad. I had to buy a whole inner.
Hey.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
But you know what the screwed up part is once I took it apart, I knew the outer had a little bit of play too.
Yep.
But once I got it out, the inner had no fucking play in it, and the outer did. Even though it felt like it did through the boot.
Yeah, I've got
Yep.
all new inner and outers coming for mine. And new steering knuckles too. All for free.
I even have backup tie rods for the left side if I happen to break one.
Did that spray?
Do it again.
Phone call. Be right back.
That does not look like it's spraying out very good.
Right.
I told you it looks like it's spraying out of 2 holes instead of 4. And that was the same problem the other 2 guys were having. And they got them cleaned out to where they sprayed out of all 4 holes or replaced them, and it fixed the problem.
Yeah, it's only spraying out of 2 holes.
I just told you that, dummy.
Yeah. Well, I'm watching it on my phone.
Well, you don't trust me?
Well,
saying I recorded
well, you know, Steve, you could hook it up to one of your RC batteries to trigger the injector while it's out of the machine, and tape a nozzle to it off some brake clean and shove through there, and you might be able to clean it up some.
That's what I'm gonna shove.
I'd probably flush it from the nozzle side.
Yeah, flush it backwards. You're better to always flush it back towards the tank. Always. All right, kids. I got to jump off. I will I will chat with you guys soon.
All right.
Those of you I have not met, peace out, Cub Scout. Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
bro. It's just a dirty ass injector, man. Oh shit!
Yeah, I would tape some fucking.
I see the blockage.
I thought you told me you cleaned the injector.
I did clean it.
He probably didn't back flush it though.
I didn't back flush it.
That means I'd work on getting a new fuel filter too, because chances are the fuel filter's probably coming apart inside. Let's see. Is that HZD on his license plate?
I don't know. Mine is C1AWA.
Yeah, but just the thought of Redneck's license plate saying he's a hazard is funny.
Mine's got a little handicap dude on it in a wheelchair.
You know, they will not give me handicap plates. First, they gave me like a 3-month thing to hang from my mirror. And then they gave me a 3-year thing to hang from my mirror.
No, you got to
give me the fucking plates.
You got to get a permanent placard before they'll give you a plate.
What?
He said your hair looks nice.
Fuck off. I'm gonna try and blow it out with a compressor because I didn't do that.
You got one of the best compressors in the world over there.
Huh?
So that's one of the best compressors in the world you got over there.
Well, Steve, you're gonna have to hook that injector up to power to do that.
I don't have nothing with power.
You don't got a fucking RC battery?
Not. Yeah, it'll fucking blow this injector apart.
You ain't got a fucking 9-volt battery laying around?
I don't think so. Hold on.
Somebody's not a real mechanic because even changing a battery requires a 9-volt battery. Unless you want to lose all your preset radio stations.
Fuck it, they can reprogram them.
Or I can just use the auxiliary output, put my little deal in it with a 9-volt battery, and it doesn't lose any memory.
Oh. Fuck.
I got a compressor like that underneath my table out there. Them old fucking compressors work way better than the new ones. Damn, you having an orgasm over there or something, Larry?
I'm just walking.
Just by
Oh,
walking?
hold on, guys. You got one of these? Think I can do it with 3 volts?
No, 9-volt usually.
You don't got a 3S lipo or something, or a 2S
Uh-huh.
lipo.
No.
Even your keep alive memory requires at least 9
I got
volts.
15 volt lipos.
That would work.
Well, wait a minute. You got that cheap ass fucking
Jump pack.
jump pack.
Yeah, but I don't know how I would do it with that. Oh,
Hook
wait
some
a minute.
fucking wires to it.
Couple alligator clips.
I'll be right back. I gotta go throw my pizzas in.
Let me go get my jump pack.
Yeah. Doom, 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 doom. So, is what I did, Steve,
Yeah.
because the seal on the thermostat,
Yeah.
where it seals in the housing and on a little cover, I ordered a restrictor washer like they got in the rear cylinder head to put in the front one.
Right. That works. Now, what size positive and what size negative on this thing?
Doesn't matter. Shouldn't matter. Well, wait. All you got to do is look at your wiring on your injector lead. Red is your positive.
I have orange, black, and yellow.
Should only be 2 wires.
Yeah, orange, black, and yellow. Orange with a black
Orange.
stripe and yellow.
Orange with a black stripe and yellow. Well, let me look at a wiring diagram. EFI diagram. Explode it up so my blind eye can see it. There's your ignition coils. Injector.
I'm building an injector test kit.
Well, wire goes to pin 104. Is your hot side. Let me look down here. This here will give me the color codes. Oxygen sensor, TVMS, temp sensor, fuel injector. It looks like your green's your negative.
Green?
Yep.
I don't have green.
You don't have a gray blue?
No.
He is green.
Pin number 2.
Hold on.
It'll match the same one going into your coil. Because it looks like yellow's hot.
Yellow is hot?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so that would be right side of the injector. Oh, son of a bitch.
But
It came off. Let me plug it in and see if I get a clickety clack out of this.
if it doesn't click, then it's reversed.
Clicks. All right, let me get some compressed air.
You don't have no freaking brake clean?
No?
I figured you would have stole like 6 cases of that from work so far and had it home.
Yeah.
I did. I just ran out not too long ago.
What kind of a mechanic doesn't have brake clean?
The kind that's broke. I got flow.
Giving yourself a BJ.
Yeah.
I miss the days when no one even knew my
Can't get my
name.
volume to go down.
Where I go, I wear a hat to hide my face. I got weapons hidden inside every room in my.
Somehow my music started playing.
Uh-huh. Doesn't look all jammed up now.
You ever did that chunk of shit come out?
Oh, I would imagine. Let's go find out what it does.
Oh fuck.
Hello?
Zoom in on that bitch, Steve.
I can't. The only thing I can do is move you forward. How's that?
All right. Yeah, it doesn't look like all of them are doing their thing.
Yeah, but at
Looks
least
like
coming out as more of a mist than a fucking stream this time.
Let's see. I'm gonna watch it. Oh, that looked better. Still only looks like 2.
yeah, you're probably get some brake clean and hook up to it and reverse flush it.
Yeah. I don't know. That stream looked great.
So blow some air back through it again.
I got it paused so I can see it. It looks like a good mist. Hold on, I'm gonna go compare it to the last video.
The last video looked like it was just a stream and was flooding it out.
Right.
How many people are in here?
I don't know. I haven't looked. All right. I'm gonna angle this down so we can see it better. Let me try that one more time.
Just 2.
What's it look like?
Looks like just 2 to me.
I'm going with Dos.
Let's see.
Who's accident?
No, that's all 4. That thing's spraying way better now.
Well, put it in and fire it up.
How many days ago did I tell you to check the injector?
Yeah.
Oh, I know a lot. A lot of days.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We'll get a hard on.
No, I'm comparing the sprays.
It still looks like only 2 to me and everybody else.
Comparing the sprays, yeah, I usually do that too.
I'm recording it on my phone, Larry, and going back and watching it.
Yeah, we couldn't see that from the video. Thanks.
Shut up, Ron.
Yeah, thanks for the replay.
Shut up, Ron. That's impossible.
You know what I do have in this garage, though? This video is brought to you by Blaster, please sponsor me.
You gonna penetrate it?
Yeah. You know what happens if you don't?
Jack said it looks like 2 to him. So did Brandon.
I played it back on my high quality camera on my video, and the first time it definitely was, and it was a heavy stream. This last time, it's all 4 on a fine mist.
Your high quality camera.
Yeah,
Which one's that?
not the one we're looking at right now.
So, Ron, I'm doing something.
Oh shit.
Jerking it.
I called a buddy of mine. He's gonna come by tonight and bring me a fucking joint.
Oh my.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
You enjoy. If anything, it'll at least help you sleep.
All right, let's see how she runs, guys.
Or make you want to smoke some meat.
Sounds better.
Sounds healthier.
What are you looking for now?
His brain.
Everything's falling apart. Hello? So it does sound healthier.
Yeah, well, it's idling better.
Yeah. Let me go give it a couple cracks.
Fuck, I think you got enough crack for it and everybody else's.
Yeah, that's not the kind of brap we're used to.
No. Sounds like half of my engine.
It is.
Yeah,
Is it the front half or the back half?
back half.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Hey, Steve, to me it only sounded like half an engine.
Shut up. It is a half an engine.
Oh,
And in some cases, it's only a quarter.
I think it sounds better than it did.
A lot better.
It's not sputtering anymore.
Guess I'll drive it over to my dad's shop tomorrow and see. Because the one thing about it is the way it's acting up, you shut it off, you start it back up, you go 50 feet, and then it acts up, and then you shut it off, you go 50 feet. Or if you're real easy on it, it'll just keep going.
It's like when you shut it off and the fuel pressure drops back, like the little chunk floats away, and then when you
Right.
run it again, it gets back down in there.
Well, I had good flow coming out of all 4 of those on my face. So we'll see, man. I'll drive it tomorrow. I can't drive it now because we're live. Unless I hop on my cell phone and take you all with me.
Look at how big of a behemoth that printer is.
Yeah, you can make some money with that.
Yeah, I wish it was mine if I wasn't just repairing it for a guy.
Right?
That fucked it all up because he didn't know what the fuck he was doing.
That's how I make money here, man.
Oh.
Oh, put this gauge away that I didn't even use.
All right, now come fix mine.
And mine.
Yeah, I'll be right there, guys.
You got to stop and get the parts for both, though.
I don't even know how to fix stuff. I had to have you guys on live just to try to fix this one.
And he still did it half-assed.
You definitely did it half-assed. I went into business for myself. Thanks for calling the half-assed garage. How may I help you?
I told you the day it fucked up to check your injector.
I did. I took it apart and cleaned it.
No, you didn't. I still had a chunk of shit in there.
I didn't fucking turn it on or anything.
Well, how in the hell did you clean it then?
I just sprayed it.
That's what I told her.
I sprayed it with PB Blaster.
Fuck. And then 9 months later, he got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I don't know if it's fixed or not. If it's not, I'll load it on the trailer tomorrow and go drop it off at the dealer. It's under warranty.
What's a warranty?
What?
What's a warranty?
I don't have a warranty, but hers does.
My warranty expired the minute I pulled it out of the freaking parking lot.
No, they're gonna void your warranty because it's an EX 500 and they never made one.
They can try. And
They're gonna
all,
say you put too much stress on it.
that's all Moto OEM parts there, buddy.
Nuh-uh, you had that one bolt.
And a brake line.
Yeah.
See? So it's
Void
not all
the entire warranty.
Yep.
It's been modified.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And still, nobody wants to come and get my parts from me and fix mine.
Larry.
If I was closer, Larry, I would.
Nobody told you to go live
I
on
feel
the
the love.
freaking moon.
I feel the love. Everybody else feel the love. I feel the love.
Right?
I can feel the love coming. Yeah, I wish that cut was in a slightly different area.
Just buy some tubing and freaking put it together. You know what you do? I'll tell you right now what you do. You go to summitracing.com and get the braided universal fit line with the universal fittings. Somebody commented on my post on my live stream on Facebook and said, "Is the foul language necessary?" What foul language? I don't remember saying anything. Even if so, this is my live stream. This is my channel, and it is.
You know,
so.
I did drop the fuck word a couple times. Oh, I did it again. I'm sorry.
Oh, the fuck word. Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Might want to stop doing that then. We got liberals that want to cry.
They're just mad at my name. It says Free Arizona hashtag FJB.
Yeah. Yeah.
I suppose you could talk about him being all in the uproars, Hey, you know what the difference is between a gun and a liberal?
No.
A gun only has one trigger.
Yeah, the last time I checked, this was my channel, and it's Freedom Channel. So, long as it's kept pretty clean, we're good, and we keep it pretty clean.
If you were talking about anal sex and doing all that, they wouldn't have a problem. Or if you talked about, abortion after birth, they'd be okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
Steve, is what I don't understand. This is all in all honesty. If somebody was to kill a pregnant woman, they get charged for a double homicide because the baby dies also.
Right.
But if it's not a life while it's in the womb, because that's what these pro-choice people say, then how
Yeah.
can a person be charged with double homicide?
Right.
And better yet, the person that performs the abortion, why aren't they charged with murder? See?
Yeah.
Oh, we were just told to watch our fucking language.
Oh, shit. Hey, you know what, though? I do have a disclaimer. I have my channel set up for not for kids.
Brandon asked if I was pooping. No, I had a muscle spasm. Well, so what does not for kids mean exactly, Steve?
It means keep it nice, but who cares if we let the occasional cuss word slip? People are going to cry. People are going to cry. I don't care.
Oh, I was crying like a little bitch there Monday.
Right.
But you know what? I still didn't ruin the family's 4th of July. I said, hey, I'll be okay. Go ahead and take off. Go enjoy the festivities. I'll be here when you get home.
Right.
And then, TJ, Mr. Side-by-Side Adventures, had to throw a fucking fit about it.
Yeah.
He was ready to message my wife and tell her to take me to the goddamn hospital.
Yeah.
I think if he would have knew where I lived, he would have called an ambulance to come get me himself. Dude, I couldn't pee or nothing.
Right.
I hauled my ass into the bathroom and tried pissing, and I couldn't piss.
Yep.
I don't know if I was hurting too bad or the disc was pushing on the nerve that I knew I had to piss, but it wouldn't let me.
Right.
And then I spent 2 days in the hospital rolling on morphine and everything else they gave me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was pretty fucked up. Oh, shit. There went that F word again. Damn it. And I said the S word, too.
Yeah.
Fuck, I just said the F word again. I just said the F bomb again.
Don't throw the F word too many times, because then YouTube will go after me. They only allow a few of them.
Do you know what that count is?
Probably like 50 with you on here.
Okay. Then we're still good for about 50 more. Because I don't know how to count.
Hello? Sorry, I'm trying to 4x110 to 4x156.
Oh, it wants to go to a Polaris wheel.
Yep.
Oscar Curtis sent a little ambulance picture. Then the cocksuckers took the long way to the hospital, too.
Oh, I bet.
I live a mile off the damn interstate, and they went all the way through freaking town and took the back roads. It's like, really? You could have jumped on the interstate, been there in 10 minutes.
Right.
But I guess when they bill you by the hour.
Yeah, they don't care. Oh, this stupid phone.
It's an iPhone. What do you expect?
No, it's Amazon. There we go.
My new bearings came in for my drive shaft, though, for the center support bearing.
Yeah, you gotta get that in.
Yeah, well, I'm up to it. I shouldn't have to pull the whole drive line to take it out.
Yep. Yeah, and the person that was saying something about our curse words is definitely somebody I didn't recognize.
Oh, now we got a user who just commented that bad word.
I don't even know who that is.
I see where a lot of people are bitching about stage 3 clutches not being able to do better than 50 miles an hour.
Do what?
I seen where people were bitching about stage 3 clutches not being able to do over 15 miles an hour.
Yep.
That stage 3 clutch is doing exactly what it
Well,
was designed to do.
mud. It's for mud.
That's it. Mud holes. Nothing else.
I'm talking to Dennis. Side by Side Adventures. He thought it was him who we were talking about. It's not. It's another guy on Facebook. They commented on the video. I'll see if I can find it. Bud Calloway. Yeah.
No.
Think I need this instruction sheet?
You just might. You probably could have got to work on your machine if you would have read the instructions. Outcast says his will hit 65
Okay, I'm back.
with the stage 3 MSC clutch kit.
What'll hit 65?
That's what he says.
Mine hits 55 by a C4600. It hits 55 with a 35-degree helix and my primary setup. It only hit 58 before stock. So I only lost a little bit, but I gained so much more and I can get there faster. But you won't catch me going much more than 40 on these tires. It hops like a freaking bunny rabbit and slides around on ice. On dry ground.
Hey, there's my stock spring.
Yeah, but how long does it take to get to 65?
What, on mine?
No, on the 950.
I was going to say, mine won't do 65. Listen.
Because they start falling off at about 55. And that's factory. That doesn't have anything to do with
That's got to do with the ECU.
Yeah, that's the ECU. So unless they have a tune on it, it's going to start falling off at 55 anyway.
Mine's going to end up with a 950 ECU in it here before long.
Mine's going to end up with a Tesla motor in it here before long.
Hey,
Oh, you got a coil spring there for a 1-ton dually, huh?
Yeah.
do we have to talk about stock clutch springs?
Hey, send me that Helix. It's in way better shape than mine.
They're pretty rough, bud.
You should
Fuck,
see mine.
You should see mine with 9,000 miles on it. Mine's pretty rough.
Mine's got grooves wore into the inside of the triangle parts
Right?
from the spring pushing up against it.
And we're not even going to get started on all the weights that I collect. Larry, you want to take note on what secondary do you want, Ron? Just send me shipping money. This one's
Whichever one's in better shape.
This one's in the better shape. This one's out of my 800.
Both of mine have. Here, hold that back up to the screen again. See on the inside, you can see where the spring pushes up against the side on mine.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, mine is grooved so bad that it wasn't letting it shift out all the way.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. My other one's not quite as bad. So I just took some sandpaper and got the sharp edge off of it.
Right.
So I'm going to run that one. And when it starts sticking, I'm going to have to swap the helix out.
Hey, guys.
Hey,
I'm gonna-
Steve, put
I'm
one of
gonna-
those other helixes in a bubble wrap and send it to me.
Why? What are you going to do with it? It's junk.
It's in better shape than the one I'm running.
No, it's not.
Dude, mine has 9,000 miles on it and grooved like a motherfucker.
So is that one. And it's only got 2,000 miles on it. The one I'm going to send Ron is the better of the two. So
Ron already has like 20 helixes over there.
I got 2.
Well, that's 2 more than I got.
Jeez, Ron.
I got the one that's in it, and then I got the shit one that's constantly giving problems.
All right, I'm just gonna order me a progressive then.
I would like to.
Hear me out, guys.
I'm just gonna order a 40-50 progressive and call it a day.
Hear me out. Those secondary springs over there. I'm going to get some green paint tomorrow. I'm going to paint them green. And I'm going to sell them as stage 2 secondary Redneck Garage Edition springs. And hey, mark these down, Larry. I want to see what's what.
Oh, hold on here. Let me pull up my spring chart.
I want to run a 40-50 helix with that 50-51 secondary spring and see what happens with my primary.
All right. What's the numbers? What's the colors?
Colors is blue, yellow, gold, looks like. Or blue, yellow, brown. I think it's gold.
You read from the numbers. Make sure the colors are at the bottom. It should start out gold.
Gold, yellow, blue.
Gold, yellow, blue.
Yep. I need
gold, yellow, blue is a 200-400.
That's out of my 600.
That's a 1013 spring.
All right, gold, orange, blue.
Gold, orange, blue.
Yeah.
That is a 250-600.
250-600. I don't remember what that's out of.
That would be out of a Z950. That's a 0951 1136 spring or 1036 spring.
I also have I know where these two came from. These also came from a 950 and a C-Force 1000. gold pink blue.
That's orange.
Somebody's colorblind.
The orange almost looks pink.
Okay, so I got 3 of the same springs here.
Yep. 250-900 or 250-600.
250-600.
Yep.
And a 1019.
That's a 300-900. What'd that
That's
come out of?
I bought
No,
it.
that was. Oh, wasn't the 300-900? Didn't that come out of your? Didn't it come out of the Wife's 500?
No.
Oh.
300, 900. Oh, I gave that to another guy who I was gonna say I just gave away a kit.
That'd be a good drag race spring.
What, 200, 900, 250,
Yep.
900?
No, the 300-900.
Yeah,
The
I got a 200, 900, and it does pretty dang good.
The higher engagement's going to give
Yep.
you a better launch.
Yeah,
Just for drag racing.
right.
Yeah, I wouldn't run it anywhere else.
Maybe,
Well,
maybe
dunes.
sand.
Sand dunes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get that higher RPM.
I don't know. Mine engages at 1700 and it did really good in the sand.
I got this 300, 900, but you'd have to run it with like 18-gram weights. And when you do that, you need to bump the 900 to a 1200 just so it acts right.
Actually, with a 900, it would work just fine with 16 grams.
We have what did we put in my buddies? Oh, he's the one we put the 300, 900 in from my wife's trail. I put it in his 600 and we used 16-gram weights, and it basically does the same thing mine does. Same speed, we're neck to neck and all that. He's actually faster than me in low, but I'm faster than him in high.
Yeah, he should be getting the jump on you right off the start, no matter where.
He's getting me in low because of the gearing. He's got that heavy weight. I don't. So it's slowing him down in high gear. Whereas mine, what's slowing me down is shift out in low gear. Because I'm running 12-gram weights.
That's why you just tune for high and forget about it. Low's going to do what low's going to do.
That's what I did. I tuned for high.
Because really, you very seldom ever use low unless you're doing something technical.
I'll be honest with you. I run a lot in the woods in low range in mine.
Yeah, I'm in low most of the time.
I'm not. I run almost high all the time.
I can hit 36 in low before I hit rev limiter. So I got a ton of power at my fingertips. And then when I'm in high, like I can fly, like I can get there fast, but I don't have that power to power through the hills and stuff. I do, but not like I do in low range.
See, that's where you need the 1000. You need that grunt, that torque.
I have no complaints on the
hills in a 600. If you're going to be on hills in a 600 touring, you need to be in low anyway.
Yeah.
I ran that 600 touring of Steve's, and the differentials are geared so low that low is almost too low.
It's a completely different animal now. It's right where it needs to be now.
Yeah.
Well, you got to think. I came up 2 grams on the weights, and I didn't change the starting rate of the spring. I only changed the finishing rate. So it kind of lowered the RPMs, but kind of raised them at the same time. It's hard to explain.
Oh.
It lowered the RPM, but it made it shift out faster.
It shifts out slower because of the spring I'm using. But it lowered the RPM when you're cruising at like 10, 15 mile an hour. Whereas before it was what, Larry, like 5,500 or something?
Yeah,
Now
it revved up there pretty good.
now it's like 4,500. But if I punch it, it climbs to 7 and holds there until I'm shifted out. It's a whole different beast. I'm loving it.
Hey, just remember, you cannot remove the nylon washer or the steel washer behind your primary spring because it'll break your primary spring. I had a certified mechanic tell me that.
What is it?
You know the metal washer that your primary spring sets on just to raise your engagement just a little, put a little bit of tension on the spring.
Yeah.
He says if you remove that, you'll break your primary spring.
That's funny.
So removing tension puts more tension on it.
What's up, bud? Bring me one of these waters, will you, please? Thank you.
That stuff's disgusting.
What?
Water.
And never mind that a 1017 spring is like a 1/4 inch shorter than a stock spring, so it's already got a,
They are shorter.
yeah.
They're worthless.
Now 1017 spring is a good tire for 35, or good spring for 35s.
Yeah, but who's running 35s on a CF Moto for the most part?
Even if you're running 30s, it's a pretty damn good spring for throttle control and mudding and hills.
Not 1016 or 1015.
Nah, 1015, I'd run that if they're wanting to ride a lot of flat ground. Cool, bud. Thank you.
Now 1015 is not a bad spring because it's got the 900 finishing rate.
Oh, that's what I'm using in the 600. You could even get by with it in this 500 trail.
Yeah.
I'm actually running too much of a spring in this 500, but I did it so she would have power in the hills.
Maybe it was a fuel injector.
Yeah.
She's like, this thing ain't got power like it did in Tecumseh. I'm like, what are you talking about? And I'm riding it, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know. And then it started running funky.
Well, the issue may not have been the clutching.
Well, I mean,
It could have been a
before
slow problem coming on.
that too, but before, like when we put the 28s on, it robbed a lot of power. And then I put the clutch kit in, and it made it a heck of a lot better. And then we wanted to go ride it. She rode it in Tecumseh, and that thing, you seen what it did in Tecumseh with no problem.
Yeah.
It was after that we had the issue.
The only problem I had in Tecumseh was getting muddy. What?
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about?
The only problem I had up there at Tecumseh is getting Steve side-by-side stuck.
What?
Yeah, because you wouldn't drive the thing.
Now the fucking thing gets stuck on a banana peel.
Because you wouldn't drive the thing.
Oh.
My wife drove it the other day, and she goes, how did Larry keep getting this thing stuck? I said, because he was afraid to give it throttle?
I only got it stuck once.
Twice.
Once.
No, you got it stuck in the booby trap, or over there by the booby trap, I thought.
Nuh-uh. Oh, yeah, I got it stuck over by the booby trap.
Yeah.
And then I got stuck at that one spot, but it wasn't my machine to really send it. But you told me to send it then, so I sent it and got it out of it.
Right.
You know, it's kind of the whole thing when you're running somebody else's machine, you try to respect it a little bit better than what you do your own.
Yeah.
You know, because if I had to pay to fix my own machine, that's one thing. But if I had to pay to fix somebody else's, fuck, those parts could have went on mine.
Yeah.
I say stock, Ed.
Here's a question to get you three going. When I change out 1016 spring, the weights, do I go with a stock 1821, all which I have, or another?
I'd start out with stock and then work your way up to the RPMs you
Well,
want.
stock is either going to be 16 or 18,
It should be 16.
16.
but there's been a couple 950s that had 18s in them.
Pull
But
out your weed scale.
if he's going with the 1016 spring, that's what, a 200, 1200?
Yeah.
Yeah, go with the 16 grams.
Unless you want your cruising RPMs to be a little lower.
Then
to
go with the 18 grams, but I wouldn't go with the 21 unless you're using the 17 spring.
With his type of riding, I would go with the 16s anyways because he does mostly technical riding.
Right. And
When
he's
he
got
wants his RPMs up. Yes, back to stock. You didn't need a $500 clutch kit. You needed a $50 spring.
I told him. Is he not liking that stage 2 spring?
That's not your cruising speed. That's your top speed.
Yeah.
He just wished his had as much punch as mine does.
Oh, his has got some pretty good punch.
Ask him. He drove mine.
His run's pretty good.
Oh. Yeah, I need to go buy a bunch of fucking
RV.
springs.
Forest River. Sure do.
I got to go buy a bunch of fucking springs and
Okay, I was wondering, Ed, because I
do some
thought
work on mine.
last time we talked, you liked it. How many springs you want, Larry?
You probably don't have what I want.
What do you want?
I need a 1015.
I
I want a 1015 and a 1014.
No, I still like the second stage.
I thought so, because last time I talked to you, you're like, it's working for me.
Yeah, that stage 2 is working for me, but I'm also, like I said, I don't go above 20 miles an hour.
Right.
Yeah.
But I know they were saying the 1016 will help with the engagement over the 17. But then I've seen different about the stocks, about the weights.
The 1017 and the 1016 have the exact same engagement.
Yeah, it's just the overall shift out.
Yeah. So I still have the 16 stock weights. I got the 18 from the original kit, and then I got the 21 from this last go around.
Oh, you know what? You're running that stage 2 secondary spring.
I would go with it. I would actually, if he's running the stage 2 secondary spring, I would almost drop down to a 1015.
No.
So that way the primary can shift that secondary out a little bit better.
That's pretty low. Oh, it will. I'm saying that he might have to go to the 18 gram weights to get his shift.
It's going to do the same thing. It's going to shift the secondary out a little.
Yeah, go. If he goes lighter on the primary spring, goes to like a 1015 on the primary string, that way he can still keep some lighter weights to make sure his engine revs fast.
Right.
I would try the 1015
spring.
Heck yeah, RV.
Well, you can throw the 16 spring in there with 16-gram weights.
That's what I'm saying. Or 18s. Me personally, I like to go lighter spring, lighter weights in some cases. But for those people that
Just don't go too light or you'll get belt slip.
exactly.
Not with the primary, you won't. It's the secondary is where your belt slip comes from.
We
Or if you're upshifted too fast for your tire sizes, you get overpower your primary belt tension and get
Yeah,
slipped.
I overpowered my primary in the booby trap because that's where she smoked the belt was on the primary.
Yeah, that's when we kept thinking your tires were slipping, but they were catching and going, but you were losing power.
Yeah, but I was also in fucking high.
Idiot.
I bumped the fucking shifter and knocked it into high. Because when my TPS screwed up from being submerged and my RPM was high, I was in high when I shut it off to switch gears.
They make this shit called dielectric grease that you put around the seals of your wiring.
That's not it. I'm running that O'Reilly's one, and that O'Reilly's one is not waterproof. So when I took it back, because it's lifetime warranty, I took it back to get a new one, and all the little cracks and everything around the sensor, I super glued them motherfuckers, so it ain't leaking this time. It's not getting in the water plug. It's getting inside the sensor.
Oh, shit.
That's why I always carry that old one with me, just in case. But
Right.
this one reads better. It reads better, so I like it better.
Yeah.
So if I can use super glue that costs 99 cents at the dollar store for 3 tubes of it and seal the fucker up, fix my problem, it's a win-win for $1. Of course, with super glue all over it, that may not warranty the lifetime warranty anymore.
But yeah, after we get back from Disney, I was planning on putting the 16 spring.
Oh, you're going to Disney?
I'm here now.
Oh, the gayest place on earth.
Yeah. You should
Yeah,
leave,
I was
you
just
should
at
leave
SeaWorld
Disney
and had the fireworks.
leave Disney where you're at and then go to Disney, Oklahoma. You'll have way more fun.
I don't know, RV.
Yeah, I don't know if my kids will be happy with that one.
I'd like to maybe go for a ride in it tomorrow just to see, but it seemed like it's running good. What about you guys think?
I think it's running better. Sounds better.
Yeah.
Yeah, just you gotta worry if any more shit comes through. And
Before it was spitting and sputtering.
I'd probably change your fucking fuel filter though, Steve. Just for good measure.
I'm too poor. I'm gonna bypass it.
All right, that works too. Fuck it.
Who's running 23-gram rollers
RV is
on what?
his 800.
If it's rollers, it has to be an 800.
Yeah.
Horse shit. You know how many years they used the wet clutch and the fucking variators with rollers before they switched to the trail block? It could be an older machine. I was just asking.
No.
I prefer the overdrive sliders.
Yeah, they ran the wet clutch in the 4-wheelers.
Yeah. Because I can run 42 mile an hour and low.
And now you got the new 800 that has a trail block.
Yep.
I thought it was funny. Everybody kept saying, my 800 is a 1,000. My 800 is a 1,000. No, the fuck it isn't. You know what? Some stuff might get screwed up at the factory, but they're not going to screw them all up and put 1,000s in all the 800s. Sorry.
That's how they're going to get around from all the EPA stuff. They're just going to call it a 800 and put a 1,000 in it.
What's EPA?
That's that people that try to keep you from doing all the cool stuff.
Yeah. You can still put the cool stuff on there and keep your AFRs at 14.2 to 14.5.
No, you can't.
You can, and I'm not saying it's going to do any good, but you can. when you take it in to have it tested, you just swap out ECUs real quick.
Oh, speaking of fuel, Steve, I got to get
That's
with
right,
you later.
RB.
I got to get with you later. You got somebody that wants my fuel programmer.
Do what?
You said you had somebody that was looking for my fuel tuner for my 1000.
Oh yeah, my buddy.
Yeah.
Let me call him real quick. Hold
I
on.
took my fuel tuner, boxed that bitch up, and sent it the fuck back. FYI, a fuel tuner will not work with a tune.
Do they fight one another?
Yes, and the ECU wins. Dobek couldn't even get it figured out without rewriting a new program, which means they would have had to have had my ECU sent to them so that they could have done that. And I wasn't paying for it, and I didn't want to dick with it. So, I mean, they were willing to do it, but it wasn't worth it for me.
Yeah.
So,
No.
I just want my acceleration and my wide open throttle swapped.
He's not answering.
Yeah. He
I
probably
think
knows you're on
Red's
live.
got the same problem as I do.
Well, I run about 13.5, 13.2 when I'm cruising about above 5,000 RPMs or above 6,000 RPMs is where I run there. And then when I go to full open throttle, it runs like 12.5.
I run about 13. What? I don't care. Okay, that's fine.
I just want to put this throttle body on my 800.
I run, Larry, I run about 13.5, 13.2, something like that when I'm cruising.
So
If
what
I-
days are they offering you to take off of work?
If I step on the gas
They're
to
offering you tomorrow?
accelerate, it goes to like 11.9 to 12.2, and wide open throttle's 13.3.
Take tomorrow. We can go up and get my parts.
You know what's stopping me from putting this on my 800?
Being on live,
No. Throttle position sensor. This sensor is the same. Throttle position sensor is different.
so order one.
What do you mean order one?
Take it to the parts store, they'll match it up.
I have a throttle position sensor. It just won't plug into my harness.
So figure out what wires go to what and splice your wires.
That's my thing. I got to find two connectors so I can make an adapter because I don't want to cut my harness.
Oh, my wife took tomorrow off work.
Good
She can
fucking
go
luck
up.
with that.
She can go up and get my parts. You can go up and get my parts tomorrow.
Tell her to get mine too.
Ron
She
says
already
get
go to
his too.
work. Amazon needs her.
Now they just offered her 3 days of VTO if she wanted.
Oh yeah, my wife said Amazon's slow right now.
Yeah. Oh, Steve said his wife says Amazon's slow right now where they're at.
Yeah, we're slow where we're at too.
They're slow here.
But I'm not. What does she do?
She works
She
at
does
a.
what Zachary and Cameron do?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not what they do.
No, you work in the actual distribution that goes out to the other Amazons. You know, this is what sucks.
Your
My
lips.
wife works at Amazon. My two boys work at Amazon. Why can't they just bring what I want home after work?
Right?
I mean, come on now. That would save them money.
Yep. You know what's funny? We don't even get packages from the Amazon that my wife works at.
Once in a while, I get them from the Amazon that my kids work at.
We get ours from Cleveland.
But see, my wife, she works at the actual only true Amazon-owned facility, and it's all fucking robotic. They just have people grabbing stuff off of trucks and throwing them on trucks.
Right.
And then everything else is all robotic. And well, when the robots fuck shit up and break boxes or whatever, she goes and fixes them.
Right.
She's what they call a problem solver. I call her a problem maker.
Oh yeah, my wife's a problem solver too. And she walks around with a laptop being a boss. Getting on people for not doing their jobs.
That's a PG.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a PG. Oh. Yeah, a person tried that the other day with my wife at work. It didn't work out too well for them.
Right.
No, they ended up getting pulled from what they were doing and demoted to a wall builder in a truck.
That's funny.
Gal was being a bitch. And as what was funny, she went to tell on my wife for telling her to go take a flying fuck politely, and she's the one that got in trouble.
Right.
So she's even no longer a learning ambassador. They fucking really demoted her.
Right.
And then my wife's boss is like, you don't screw with my problem solvers. Yeah, I can't believe they got that flow that far restricted with that thermostat in there, Steve. Look at that shit.
Oh, I know.
How can you expect coolant to flow through that small of an opening? I mean, that's like a large like a medium-sized radiator leak is all that is.
You know, everybody says it's hard to clean these radiators. No, it's not.
You know, I have never cleaned mine.
I had to clean my 600.
I have never cleaned mine.
It was packed.
Even when mine was mounted down in front of my machine, I never once had to clean it. But I never take my machine through mud.
Right.
I've had to clean mine twice because it was overheating.
Or I never take mine through deep mud. I take it through clay mud all the time. But that shit doesn't splash up into the radiator.
I usually have my radiator under the mud.
Yeah.
You know, Ron, if you bought that 3-Star Industry skid plate, it'd be a lot easier to clean mud out because there's no nooks and crannies for it to get stuck in.
Right.
No, dude, there was mud everywhere.
But that 3-Star skid plate is all smooth.
No, even behind my cover that goes over the air filter and over the battery, it was literally just caked behind it. When I pulled the covers off, all you seen was a block of fucking dried mud.
You know how you stop that? You take the covers off and leave them off.
Yeah, well, I'll take all the protection on my airbox I can.
I have never had nothing fly up and hit my airbox ever, but I had one stick that got kicked up by the front tires. Somehow the branch made it between my tray kicker bars, and it come up and smacked my fuel cap perfectly and broke it.
My fuel cap's recessed due to the fact that my fuel tank is pushed up and backwards.
So we finished out the ride with the redneck fix. We threw a beer can over it with a freaking nitrate glove and fucking zip ties.
Right.
So then I had a little glove out there that was waving the whole time. But hey, finished the ride.
You guys want to know what happened to my gas cap once?
Did you poke holes in the end of one of the fingers so it had an evap?
I left mine at the fuel pump once.
What, dear?
What, your gas gas cap? I took off and had mine still sitting in the passenger seat next to me. I didn't notice it until I turned a corner and gas, ran out.
Right.
Yeah, good thing you didn't have a lit cigarette.
I did.
I did.
But this isn't the movies. Gas won't ignite
No.
from a lit cigarette.
No, it's the fumes do.
No, they still don't light from a lit cigarette. Has to be flame to fume. You can throw a match in a 5-gallon bucket of gas, and it won't light if you throw it fast enough.
Right.
And you can put a cigarette out in a 5-gallon bucket of gas all you want.
Definitely in a 5-gallon bucket of diesel.
It's not the cigarette that ignites it. It's the flame when you light your cigarette.
Okay, Ron, you made this post. Beware of a new eBay scam. I ordered my wife some expensive jewelry and sent me CF Moto parts instead. That made me think.
I haven't gotten the parts.
I am going to make a website where guys can call in. I'll charge them $100, and it's going to be the man's help desk.
I've seen that video.
Yep, I'm going to start that. I think that would be a fucking moneymaker.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that guy is fucking funny.
Or you could post stuff up on Amazon and eBay and on Facebook Marketplace with a picture of, like jewelry or something, but the description is what it actually is. And if people are smart enough to read the description, if their wife gets on there, they'll just see that they ordered a piece of jewelry and not what it actually is.
So I'm curious, how much clearance is there? This thermostat's really got me bugging.
Trim it. Trim some of that aluminum around the casing.
It's got 1.7 millimeters of flow around it.
That ain't nothing.
That ain't shit for coolant to flow through. No, Ron, if I was to trim it the way I wanted to trim it, the plunger wouldn't stay anyways.
You're thinking about notching the aluminum sides?
Yeah, but I ordered the restrictor one that they have in the rear head. I ordered that for the front head.
So just 2 restrictors?
Yep.
Down there in that heat, let us know if it overheats or not.
I will. But my machine always runs hot anyways. It ain't nothing for me to run 4 and 5 bars.
Probably because you've never cleaned your radiator.
My radiator, I can take it out right now with my phone and show you. My radiator's totally spotless inside. But when I run 4 and 5 bars, that's when I'm cruising down the interstate at 75 miles an hour for a long time. And I think it just gets heat soaked.
And if you take some of the restriction out of the coolant so that it's not in the radiator as long to cool down, it's going to overheat worse.
Yeah.
That's why I want you to keep us posted, because I know it's going to overheat.
Yeah.
Well, I know that when I was talking to the guy up there at D&K Cycle, their head mechanic, he says pretty much, he goes, I'm not supposed to tell you this, but he goes, pulling it out, thing's going to run cooler down here.
Okay, that a multi-million-dollar company owner told me to put a belt on my machine that doesn't get it. So that
But see, my guys, these guys here were also smart enough to tell me when my ECU took a shit, hey, there's a recall on that. We'll fix it for free.
No, that's called an honest dealer.
Oh.
What is that?
Yeah, no shit. Larry found one.
Yeah, D&K Cycle in Cottonwood, Arizona. If you need parts, talk to them, guys. I know Steve's pumping Kern. I have no problem with Kern RV, but the guys at D&K Cycle are pretty much on their game on these machines.
I don't have a problem with Kern, except for my parts not being here yet.
What, my love? 12 minutes till dinner.
And I know it had to come from CF Moto.
Yeah, that's where it gets you.
Well, if they didn't only make that axle for 1 fucking year, I wouldn't have this problem.
Hey, I'm worse than you. I'm in a problem with a temp sensor that they only put in the very first half of the runs from 2018. No other machines run that temp sensor.
Why can't you run the other temp sensor and change the plug?
I'd have to cut the plug and change it,
Right.
and I don't want to do that.
Why not?
No, they just don't.
No other machines run my axle either, and they discontinued the cup and bearing. So after I get this one and get some shit from our vacation paid off, I'm going to probably order 4 more axles just so I fucking have them sitting here.
Oscar wants us to show him how to get rid of heat in the cab.
Block
I
off
can do
the
that.
A-pillars. I blocked off my A-pillars, and I have no heat in the cab now.
I put full doors on mine. And now the only heat that I get is through the e-brake holes.
Put your radiator in the back, and all the heat will disappear, and your cup holders will even keep your
Yeah,
drinks
until you
cool.
overheat it and it explodes on your freaking nugget.
If you're overheating it that far and it explodes on your nugget, you've done something definitely wrong.
Listen,
doesn't it have an automatic shutdown before then?
Yes.
I've had cars have radiator failures in front of my face, and they weren't even overheating.
I've had that.
Yep.
That's usually from a blown head gasket.
No, that's usually from a weak radiator and the 15 pounds of pressure that it builds up.
And it just happens to do it while it's sitting right in front of you.
Yep.
I've had a seam blow out right in front of me.
Yep, me too. I got burnt all over.
That shit sucks. I was able to get the fuck out of the way.
I was too, but it went up and hit the ceiling and then rained on us.
No, so when mine blew, it was one of the horizontal ones. So when it blew the seam, it blew forward.
Oh, yeah.
So I was able to jump out the way.
Yep.
You know, back when I used to be able to jump.
Right. The only thing I can jump now is jump in my side-by-side.
Shit, I can't even do that. I got to crawl in it.
Yeah, well, yeah. He's going to call me back, he says. What are you wanting for that thing, Larry?
150.
Okay.
Oscar, take some pool noodles and shove them in where your A-pillar is on the front firewall. I blocked mine off with plastic. And then block however many of the holes underneath there you can running along your center console. That gets rid of most of it, except for when you stop, when it comes up through the center. And that's where my nifty ceiling fan comes in handy.
Right. Just did my own taxes. I should be in jail by Friday.
I wish I could do my own taxes.
I do mine.
I do mine.
I do mine.
I don't pay taxes.
Your wife does.
She can pay whatever the fuck she wants. I don't pay taxes. They don't tax my income, and I don't have to tax it at the end of the year.
Right. I just read that RV said, wants me to edit his videos. I got to put my clutch cover back on my 600. I had it apart. You guys will never guess why I had to tear it apart.
Because of the person that put it together?
No.
Oh, I know. You told me. Because you're a dumbass. There's no other answer to that question other than you're a dumbass. I don't think I have ever felt any smarter than when you told me that.
What did you do, Steve?
Tell him, Ron.
He was cleaning it, and he had the hose spraying on it.
So he's cleaning it off. He's cleaning it, is what he says. He was cleaning it.
He
it
was
went off in his
cleaning
hands?
all the mud off of it, and he literally was just sitting there spraying the hose right into the freaking vent tube and filled the whole fucking thing up with water and then jumps on it, and it won't move. It doesn't have a drain plug on the bottom. So,
Well, isn't that how you test it to make sure it doesn't leak?
Yeah,
That's right.
he was
That's
pressure
right.
testing it. It's a new clutch cooling system.
You know,
That's right.
when I read that one comment, that one guy says, is there any way to seal these up? I filled my CVT up with water and it leaks everywhere. It's like, you did
I
what?
remember that. I remember that.
Yeah, it's like, you did what?
Okay, so there's two things wrong with that. Actually, no, there's a lot of things wrong with
There's a lot of things wrong.
Why in the hell would you fill it up with water to make sure it doesn't leak? Don't you think you would just drive it into some water and see if it gets water inside of it? I mean,
Well, then you can't watch it. If you fill it up from the inside, you can watch if it comes out.
No, but you could feel it slip.
yeah, but that one-way bearing's gonna get water in it. Fuck, everything's gonna get water in it. Spring's gonna start rusting if the powder coat's wore off of it. It's different if it's done by accident, but
Right.
Oh,
We're gonna have to start playing Pornhub commercials when Larry makes those sounds.
yeah,
I
no.
know.
Painkillers aren't working too good, are they?
No, I'm just constantly
You
moving
got
around.
the monster.
It's
I finally got rid of my last stock wheel today.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that's on its way to New York.
Huh. I sold 4 of our stock wheels.
Well, nobody wanted to pay shipping. They're like, oh, I don't want to pay that much for shipping if I can get a wheel for this much. Okay. But if you want a wheel that matches your factories,
Yeah.
pay the little bit extra.
Yeah.
I mean, go price one new and see what they want for it.
Right.
let's see here.
I was looking at
6.
tires today, and I can't find any I want.
Tell you what, these Sun Fs ain't bad.
Now I'm looking for replacing my street tires.
Mm.
They're 235, 75, 15s. I'm thinking about going with either the Americas or the Federals.
Right.
But I don't like the side lug of the Federals, but they're a little lighter.
Right.
I prefer the side lug of the Americas, but they're a little heavier.
Yeah.
But being just on the road really shouldn't cause that much of a issue.
No.
Because about the only other place I would take them other than the road would be like Moab or something.
Right.
The last time I took my mud tires, and it got around fine. It just...
Yeah.
I think it would be a little softer ride without the mud tires.
Oh yeah, easy. I'll be right back.
Well, I went out there with my executioners.
Yeah.
That A-arm bolt that came loose that made one of them sit crooked and fucking wear down faster than the other one. That really sucked. I wonder if that's what took my axle out. That right side tire being so low on tread compared to the left.
Yeah, it could have. No, it seems like your left would have went out because that's where it'd be trying to drive from with the most pressure.
Right. And like I said, it's been leaking since Kentucky. So it had to have already been cracked.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know we have a couple different tread patterns on our vehicles at work, and you can't in each axle different axles can have different treads, but both tires have to match, or I've seen axles detonate if they're on different treads, even though they're the same size and the tread's similar. But I've seen Dana 60s and half-ton axles explode because of different tread.
Well, it wasn't different tread. It was the same tread. It was just the right rear tire was wore down a lot farther than the left.
I'm gonna go in the house, ladies. Hold on.
I had an A-arm bolt come loose and a low tire, and I didn't know it, and it wore that fucking tire down fast.
Cameron,
when you're driving on fucking,
you got a package from work. There's an Amazon package here.
And have you ever been to Moab?
No, never have. No.
Has anybody been to Moab besides Larry?
Nope.
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 It's fun. If you really want to know how nice your Elkas are, take it to Moab.
I already know how nice my Elkas are.
Yeah, the farthest west I've been is Red's house with my side-by-side.
Well, y'all want to hear something funny?
Sure.
Little boy fell in a mud puddle. That's a dirty joke.
Told my wife I was gonna shit. Told my wife.
You were gonna shit?
No, I left my phone in here.
New
Told my
camera.
wife I was gonna try and fix her side by side. She said, "No hurry. I like driving yours." I said, "So just let me sell the 500 then." No.
Oh, that means you get to buy a KRX and she can have yours.
Yeah.
That's true.
But then he'll probably end up with a fucking divorce.
Yeah, or a black eye.
Yeah, one of the two.
Black eye will be cheaper.
Yeah, that ain't no shit.
No, it won't. I'm jobless. If I get a divorce, guess who's getting alimony?
So my wife just asked who's all on the live. She said it sounds like either a kid or a girl. And the only one that she's not used to hearing is Ed, so.
Oh, God.
I better start talking like you said. Oh, yeah, right there. Welcome to Larry's Porn Hub, where we hub your porn. Today we have amateur hour.
Amateur hour, huh?
You know, Steve, if this thing was a 500, I'd only have half the engine to work on.
He's gone.
No, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going inside. He's going in the house.
Oh.
I think with enough muscle relaxers and everything,
Okay,
I just might be able to fix my side-by-side this week.
All this talk about Pornhub and OnlyFans.
And then he pulls that out.
He pulls out a giant sausage.
Guys, want some?
This reminds me of a video I once watched.
No, Steve, I don't think anybody wants any of your sausage.
No?
Oh.
What are you putting on it? White stuff? Imagine that.
Just
Jizz.
Hey, Steve, I do have some polycarbonate carbon fiber filament here.
Yeah?
Yep.
What are you making with that?
I don't know. I'd have to come up with something different with my printers to print it, because you have to print it in a heated chamber at like freaking 260 degrees Celsius and 100 degree bed height, bed temp, 100 degrees Celsius bed temp in a heated chamber where it's 100 degrees inside the chamber, which means I got to do something to move all my electronics away from the printer.
Oscar says, "How about show on getting rid of heat in cab?" What do you mean show? You want to see what we did?
We already covered that.
That's when you're talking about your pool noodles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think he knows where to put them.
Here, Steve, share that picture. That's how you get rid of heat in the cab.
What is it? Your radiator in the back?
Hold
Yeah.
on.
Yep.
Can you share it on your screen?
No, I'm out in the garage smoking a cigarette.
Well, give me a minute. I'm trying to peel skin off my sausage.
That's more the length there.
That's kind of called a oh shit. Circumcision.
Yeah, you have that.
Okay, this is not working to my advantage here.
Shit.
What did you send it to?
I just put it in the fucking dumbass people chat.
Ah.
Okay.
Hold on.
How do I get out of it? How do I get out of here?
What the?
Stop.
Mm-hmm.
There, am I gone from the computer?
It's not going to let me share the screen, Larry.
Oh, it's not going to?
There we go.
No. Stupid Mac.
I thought Macs were good at this video shit.
They are.
Huh?
Oh.
How do I flip the camera?
Here.
Turn it.
What do you fucking mean turn it? I wanted to go to my front camera.
Oh.
Go to settings, go to camera, and then pick the option for back or front.
Yep.
And it may let you back in.
I don't see anywhere it says settings.
Oh, down at my bottom it says mic, camera, settings, chat, and leave.
If I
So I
click
can
on
do
if I click on camera, it just turns the camera off.
Yeah, right next to that should have a settings button.
There, Steve, I shared it.
Oh, there it is. All right. Camera.
That's how you get rid of all the heat in the cab. And then the metal coolant lines that are left over in the tunnel work great for running wiring through.
Right.
Okay, that still didn't work.
Just flip your whole phone.
There we go.
And look at those beautiful shocks on there.
You can't see them yet. There it is. When I made these stupid mud flares that I keep breaking, see them? Yeah. Right here, where your A pillar goes up, I blocked that off. Took the plastic all the way over. You can also just shove a fucking pool noodle all the way down through there. and I blocked almost 95% of my heat coming into the cab.
But your drinks still get hot down there in the cup holder because of the fucking coolant lines.
Right, but I use a 30-ounce tumbler from OEM Tools, and it'll keep ice in it all fucking day long. So I'm not worried about that.
Or you can also pull out the center console too and put a bunch of spray foam in there.
Yeah. Seal it up. As long as you
seal it
hey,
up.
if you drive a side by side properly and have a drink with you at all times, it plugs those holes.
What is that? Cooler boombox?
Yeah, that's my cooler radio. This thing's shit. I only put dry goods in it though, because the way I did it, it's got USB ports, auxiliary ports. That one turns these on. This one turns the radio on. If I can get it to open, I can even put, my cup holders on the side and close the lid. Got a big ass battery in it, little digital amp.
Does it sound good?
This thing's loud as fuck. It's got 4 5 1/4s in it, running off of a digital 4-channel amp. We've gotten in trouble at campgrounds with it.
I bet. What happened?
You're full screen there, buddy.
Yeah.
This fucking hurts.
Sorry, I hit a wrong button.
So the wife, she's off work tomorrow. She's gonna take a day of VTO.
She's going to give up making money just to take you to get your parts to not work on a machine because you're hurt.
I'll make her work on it. She's got those little hands.
Oh yeah, I see that happening.
I got a picture of her working on it. I can get anybody to work on my side by side or other shit. They just have to be my hands and eyes. And that's all. They just have to be my hands and eyes.
Don't answer that.
Huh.
My computer's pissing me off. How the hell do I sign out of fucking...
I don't know, but I've got it. It looks like I missed a call. And it's from, I'm
Me?
always right except for when I'm wrong.
So I pulled the valve cover and checked the valve flash, and sure as shit, intake valves were hung wide open.
I just left the chat somehow. Somebody will have to re-invite me back in.
You got a link? Oh, you left the other chat?
Yeah, the group chat. I'm trying to figure out how to sign out of my freaking messenger on the computer.
What's he doing?
I can't figure out how to sign out of my Facebook Messenger on my computer.
You have to sign out of Facebook.
I'm not signed into Facebook.
Oh.
That's why I'm confused. Wonder what happens if I just close it.
That works too.
But did that sign me out?
No, it ain't gonna hurt her to take tomorrow off anyway, Steve. She gets the rest of her bonus Friday for on payday.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm still signed in.
Yep.
That didn't work. You know, I got reported on a GMRS Facebook page earlier because
Why?
I admitted to using FRS and MERS on a Bofang radio, and they said that I was violating their rules because I was not following FCC part whatever fucking part 95 guidelines
Right.
because I admitted to using a unapproved radio on a post of somebody doing a test on a unapproved radio. Freaking retards.
You know they're getting as bad as ham radio operators.
That's what I told him. I said, you sound like a fucking ham guy.
Yep.
Some of them guys need to get the fuck over themselves. That's why I don't have a ham license. I have a ham radio. I don't have a. I've got 3 ham radios, but I refuse to get my ham license
I'm not getting
because
it.
they're all jerk offs.
Hey, Mr. Reese's.
They hate it when you don't have a license. How was work today, Ronnie? Are they looking for a new mechanic?
Oh, they already replaced your ass.
No, they didn't.
Are you waiting for that call for them to tell you, hey, could you come back to work?
I wouldn't go back to work for them unless they paid me $35 an hour.
I was going to say double.
Yep.
I'm gonna say.
And Katie just said, fuck you. She just flew the bird.
You ready for dinner?
Is it dinner time?
Yes.
Well, boys, I guess it's dinner time. If you guys are still on here, I'll be back.
All right.
It's dinner
Or I'm
time
gonna
for
go
me
lay
too.
down.
I'm just trying to figure out how to get out of this.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna end it here too. I'm tired. I've been working a lot here.
Oh yeah, working.
Yeah. Well, I've edited enough videos for the whole freaking week. So I have videos going up daily. I did a couple of things and not been getting much sleep. So
Well, with my parts show up, I can take a video of shoving a rather large black shaft into a small rear differential.
I'm in the same situation, only mine's in the front.
Yeah, but remember, mine the whole cup goes into the seal. So
Yeah.
I got to stretch it out a little bit too to get it to go in.
Right. Ronnie, I had my interview today. It went good. I haven't heard if I got the job or not.
Oh, Jesus.
We'll see.
All right, well, I'll holler at you guys later. I'm going to eat my dinner.
All right.
All right,
All right,
guys.
later.
Later.